The Color 8 KGHL Steakhouse Tour, brought to you by Montana Food Distributing.
We're at the Ringling Bar and Steakhouse in Ringling, Montana.
Let's head inside and see what Kurt and Paula have cooking for us. Folks come a long ways to eat at the Ringling Bar and Steakhouse. It's a darn good food, and owner Kurt Bekemans is telling me that to keep them coming back, you've got to have great beef, isn't that right?
It's the best meat that money can buy, and it's all of our cuts are top notch. And out in the middle of nowhere, you can't serve mediocre beef.
And how do you make sure you're keeping folks coming back? Because you own a steakhouse that's a little bit off the beaten path. Folks have to be coming here for a reason. So how do you just make sure they keep coming and feel like family when they are here?
Well, it's our only advertisements by word of mouth, and we serve a good steak, and they're happy with it, and we hook them.
Well, and talk about that prime rib, because it's special every Saturday, but if you want a slice, you got to call ahead.
Yeah. We gotta know by Friday night, because I season up the primes on Friday night for Saturday night service.
And then for your steaks, I mean, your beef speaks for itself, really. You're not doing a lot of seasoning. You're not putting some fancy rubs on it. It's pretty straightforward. It's all about the beef here.
It is.
Well, I think we better go check in with Blair and Paula, but before we do, what do we tell the customers in Billings or Bozeman? What do we tell them to get them out here to Ringling?
Best steak they ever put down their neck. That's all.
Perfect. Well, let's go see what Blair and Paula are up to.
So Paula, the Ringling Bar and Steakhouse got started in 2012. What's the story behind how it got started?
Okay, so Kurt and I, we ranched in Checkerboard, and I don't know for what reason, but I always thought that this bar would be a little gold wine, you know? So yeah, so we went and we bought the Ringling Bar and Grill, yeah.
That's pretty amazing that in the middle of nowhere, essentially, people can find you, come and experience the steaks that Kurt cooks on the grill, and it's like, then they fall in love with the place, and they can't help but come back and again and again and again.
Yes, they keep coming back, and yeah, and then that's how we've gotten so popular.
I think one of the biggest things people are going to need to realize is that because the Ringling Bar and Steakhouse is so popular, and because the steaks are just melt in your mouth so good, you got to call first before you come.
You do, yes. Yeah, because like we had a lady come in here one time and said, well, it's Ringling, you know, why do I need a reservation? And I said, well, do you know where you can sit right now? I mean, you know, you got to sit down and enjoy a steak. And so, yeah, you do need to definitely call in and, you know, get your reservation for the evening. And we space them out so we can, you know, we can handle a lot of people in any.
You told me at one time you'd had like 99 people in here.
We did. We served 99 people one Valentine's Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Summing everything up, making it really simple. People want to come to the Ringling Bar and Steakhouse. What makes this a Montana favorite?
Montana favorite. Well, because of the food for one. I know because of our friendly, wonderful staff, and just it's just a great experience, you know. Somebody, I think, said it's even magical.
Even magic.
I read that on one of the nominations.
I want to say you had 27 people that nominated you for the steakhouse tour, saying that this was as to quote them exactly, was the best steak you'll ever put down your throat. Yeah. And when I read that, and plus the fact that they said melt in your mouth steaks, everything is cooked to perfection, the staff in this is wonderful and very welcoming. I mean, this is definitely a destination place, and we sure do thank you for being a part of the steakhouse tour.
Well, we can't thank you guys enough for coming out here and, you know, putting us on the map, you know?
We will be back, I guarantee you.
We were at the Ringling Bar and Steakhouse to recognize them and find out what's made them a local favorite.
Be sure and go to our website at mighty790.com or color8.com to nominate your favorite steakhouse and tell us why it's your favorite.
The Color 8 KGHL Steakhouse Tour, brought to you by Montana Food Distributing.